Okay, so once again I find myself waiting on parts to repair kids' bikes, which is what this project is all about. And that's always a dangerous time when I'm waiting on parts, because that's when I start looking at these old frames and things that are hanging around and start coming up with these weird ideas of what to do with them. This one is a Reynolds 501 Raleigh Criterium frame. I think it's like late 80s, maybe early 90s, I'm not sure. But yeah, Reynolds 501, a bit crusty. The right amount of crust, as Craig would say from Second Life Bikes. Yeah, so what to do with it really? I wanted to do something different with it, as always. It's in reasonable condition. It just needs a bit of love. So I'm thinking of going for flat bars. So I've got these carbon bars here, which I think would work, Eastern carbon bars. Another sort of, you know, city build, sort of urban build sort of thing. And I've got an old Sakai or Sake stem and a single narrow wide front chainring to use on this build as well. And that is an upside down shot of my parts bin. Anyway, I re-greased the headset. It was very dry, but the bearings were in good condition, so I gave them a quick blast of degreaser and then some grease to smooth it out. And as you'll see in this clip, it ran really smooth after that. So nice greased up headset. The bottom bracket was in really good condition. I nipped it up ever so slightly, but it was running quite nice and smooth, to be honest. So yeah, just giving it a little bit of a clean up now, where I've covered it in grease. And then thinking about the rest of the build really. It needs a good clean over, so I'm just giving it a quick, just using GT85 because it's like a light degreaser and it does leave a nice shine on the paint. This paint's got like a really cool, like metal, not metal flake, but like a metallic in it, which you can't actually see a lot in this video, but I'll try and get some pictures of it in the sunlight one day, and hopefully it'll stand out. But yeah, just giving it a quick wipe down. Lots of cobwebs. It's been hanging in the corner of the shed in the background of a lot of these videos for 2 years probably, this frame. It's a big frame, it's too big for me unfortunately, but like I say, I don't so much build these bikes up to with any real sort of person in mind. It's just a case of saving the frames and the bits from landfill. It's purely a parts being built, purely a bit of fun. If somebody wants it, it's free, like every bike is from the project, but obviously I'm not going to give a bike like this to a school or a child. It wouldn't be suitable for that. It's just a bit of fun. So yeah, I decided on the flat bars. So in goes the stem. This is a Sakai stem. I think it's off a Raleigh actually. It might have come off a Raleigh Lizard or a Raleigh Mustang possibly. So in goes the Sakai stem. I think that's how you say it. And then I had these Eastern EA70 or EA50, anyway they're carbon bars. So pop those in and use my torque wrench once I find it, and I don't find it, so I just use my imaginary torque wrench, which is click, click, there you go, all done. And there's the bars, nice flat bars for urban riding. It's going to be a single speed, this bike. I've got a wheel with a hub on it that'll do single speed or fixed. That is a Tektro brake. I start off with 2 brakes. I was going to run a rear brake as well, but I decided in the end just to run a front brake on this to give it more of the fixie look. So yeah, you'll see one brake disappear later on in the video, and we'll be down to the one. So yeah, brakes on. I think I found some old mountain bike ODI Ruffian mountain bike grips. I use these because they're crusty like the rest of the bike. Very much a parts being built, so nothing has to be perfect. And there's white logos on the end there which match the logos on the frame, and also the logos on or the colour of the wheels I'm going to be using later on in this build. So yeah, on with the grips. And then crank wise, I wanted to go for a single speed on this, obviously, with it being a sorry, I wanted to go with a 1x with it being a single speed bike. So yeah, cheap 1x chainring on the front there with some old Shimano cranks, the nice bolts with the rubber washer things on them, which always sit in really nice. So I'm just popping those in now, looking all professional with my gloves on. And once I find the right size Allen key, I'll tighten them up. There we go. And tightening them up, not going crazy. I think at this point the chain ring there is mounted on the outside of the Spider, but I do end up moving it to the inside because the chain line was just awful. So yeah, that does get moved to the inside, which you'll probably notice at some point in this video. And then pulling some cable out here for the brakes. My mate came in while I was doing it, and we were chatting, and I forgot I had the camera in my hand, so this is a bit of a roller coaster bit of footage. But there's the brake outer in place, just the front brake in the end. As you can see, the rear one's now vanished. And I've got this Diacomp chromey front road caliper to go on there to provide the stopping power. And then we come to the wheels, and these are unusual. I've had these hanging around for a while. I thought they were plastic, like mag wheels, but they're actually made of magnesium. Yeah, I don't know what they are or where they're from. Like I say, they've been hanging around here for a while, and they were on something else, but I thought they were perfect for this, so I popped them on, and they suit really well with the white frame decals. I do go for a white saddle as well, and obviously there's other little white accents on the bike. So that was the idea with that, and I'm faffing here with some blue pedals, which were, I thought, a contrasting blue to the frame, but in the end I decided that I wasn't fussed, so you'll see me abandon these pedals any second. Yeah, not fussed. So off they come, and I went with I found I mean, the whole bike has got quite a tatty sort of look to it. That's intentional. You know, like a fixie courier sort of look. So I found a battered pair of V12s. They're black V12s, but they're battered to the point where they're almost silver. But they run smooth. So a bit of grease threw those on. I think the flat pedals are suited to this build. While I faff about. It's amazing how difficult it is to do things when you're on, you know, you're on camera. Fitting pedals, done it a million times, and you just become unable to use the most basic of tools. Here I am with the wrong size spanner. It's amazing what having a camera pointing at you does to your dexterity and your common sense. You become a gibbering idiot. So there I am now looking for the correct size pedal spanner, and there we go. So these DMR V12s, battered DMR V12s are going on, and I think they look really good. They sort of go with the rest of the bike. I considered road pedals, but I thought this would be a better option really, because it's a bit of a courier look, and flat pedals seemed like the way to go. So popping those on, still faffing about. And I think we're there. Oh, come on, mate. Oh, dear. So we're there with the pedals now, I think. And done. Right. So pedals on, wheels on, single front brake, and it was all starting to come together. Obviously I needed to pop a chain on. For that I needed to use a chain tensioner. I'm just dropping a few bits and pieces here. I don't really know what I was doing. But yeah, obviously I needed to go and find a chain tensioner and a chain that would be suitable. So there's the tensioner on the bike, and the chain line is pretty good, to be fair. Not perfect, but pretty good. Quite quiet. So I put a white Kona, shabby looking Kona saddle on there, purposely shabby looking, to go with the rest of it really. There you go. So 1 by, running single speed. There is a cog on the other side there that you can run fixed if you're a masochist. And here it is. So have a little look. So I think the overall look is what I was going for, which is kind of a courier sort of fixie sort of look. Lovely blue colour to this frame. I wish the sun was out. I'll try and get some photos of it in the sun for Instagram, because the metallic is really cool on it. But there you go, a few details. Nice lugged frame. Reynolds 501, single speed conversion, all parts bin bits, shabby old Shimano cranks, Reynolds 501 tubes, and the Shonky V12 DMR V12 pedals. The wheels, the really cool magnesium wheels. Still don't know what they are or where they came from, but I think they're brilliant. Diacomp front brake, and that sort of gives you the overall look of the bike really. Again, it's going to split opinions, I know, like everything I do with these parts bin bikes. It's just something that I do, you know, while I'm waiting for parts. Majority of my time I'm fixing the kids' bikes. I'm not going to give away a bike to a child with a single brake on it before anyone says anything. It's a bit of fun. It's a fun build. I do these things like this all the time if you look back at my other videos. And I'll leave you to have a little look. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you love it, if you hate it.